The engine is starting up. 3, 2, 1.
Is there anyone here that would like to communicate with us?
Putting a dip in your hip, a glide in your stride. Welcome to the mothership, the home of the travelers of the universe, with shows throughout the week. Everything you want, everything you could need. From the paranormal to the supernatural, from the spiritual to the unknown, from emotions to comedy. You can find us at Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and so much more. This is Rift Nation Network, the RNN. And now, your featured show. Shall we begin?
In a world so cold with shadows creeping, got a heart on fire, but sometimes sleeping through the midnight hours when hope feels tight. I'll be your beacon, guide into the light. Rise up from the ashes, we will never fall. When you feel lost, I can hear your call. With every heartbeat, we can win this fight. I'll be your beacon, guide into the light. Clouds may tremble, skies may weep in tears. Through the stormy weather, I'll calm your fears. Hold on to my voice, it will lead you right. I'll be your beacon, guide into the light. Rise up from the ashes, we will never fall. When you feel lost, I can hear your call. With every heartbeat, we can win this fight. I'll be your beacon, guide into the light. Rise up from the ashes, we will never fall. When you feel lost, I can hear your call. With every heartbeat, we can win this fight. I'll be your beacon, guide into the light. I'll be your beacon, guide into the light. Stars may tremble, skies may weep in tears. Through the stormy weather, I'll calm your fears. Hold on to my voice, it will lead you right. I'll be your beacon, guide into the light. Rise up from the ashes, we will never fall. When you feel lost, I can hear your call. With every heartbeat, we can win this fight. I'll be your beacon, guide into the light. Rise up from the ashes, we will never fall. When you feel lost, I can hear your call. With every heartbeat, we can win this fight. I'll be your beacon, guide into the light.
Oh my goodness. Hello, everybody. Did you miss me? Did you really miss me? They love me. They really love me. No, sorry. Hey, everybody. How you doing? It's Becon in the Dock, first show of 2025. Wanted to start it off with a bit of a different, yes, now you guys get to see what I do in the background when I do my songs. So I turned it on today and it was the new 2.0. So it was like, all right, well, let's just play with this while we're doing this. So I was having a little fun with it. So, and I do have a pretty interesting show that I have actually planned for you today. And I might confuse you guys, but I promise you, if you stay for the whole show, you're really, really going to understand what is coming. Okay. And don't forget, I will see you on Tuesday as well for reading. So, but before we get into the show, there's something else I want to show you that I've been working on. Actually, Howie and I have done. it's a riff thing. Okay, it's a riff thing. So we're gonna get into this first. Then we're actually going to get into the show. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share to all of the Rift Nation Network channels. You definitely want to stay tuned to a lot that's actually coming, and you don't want to miss this. So we have some new stuff actually coming. So take a look at this. All right. So what you're actually seeing right here is our website. Now, why did I put this up? Well, now, if you go over to the Rift Nation Network website, you're going to see merch picture. Okay. You can click on to get to the merchandise right here, or you can click on merch store, either one. So if you click on this, it's going to bring you right over to this awesome website. More products will be added as they are actually requested. So let's see if we can pull up the next one so you can actually see what the merch store is looking like, because it's not flipping over to that. So just add a scene. Let me share this out with you guys. So let's see, new scene 2. So we're going to get back over to that in a second. I'm going to show you guys the actual merch store, which is pretty awesome. Okay, we do have some merchandise there and a lot new merchandise that we will be seeing coming up. So let me see if I can close this one out. Go back up over here, add a new scene, add media. There we go. So give me 1 second and let me pull this up for you guys, because this one I did not have set up. So, well, I'll figure that out after. So we're gonna move those. So what you guys are gonna see if you go over is the awesome merchandise that is available right now. We happen to have some t-shirts, sweatshirts, pullover hoodies, cups, some mats, and a puzzle so far is what we have over in the merch store. So definitely go over to the website, take a look, and pull up that merch store. Let's see if I can push the link up here for you guys so you can pull up the merch store when you get a chance. So, and again, purchasing merchandise actually is going to help out the Rift Nation Network. So this is definitely something new that's coming. I'm going to post the link right in here, because I forgot when I set it up, I had to set up 2 separate ones, but that's okay. All right. So Beacon in the Dark. Now, I put out a little bit of verbal, my idea of going in and trying to get things done. And so what we're talking about tonight is, believe it or not, our mind. And it's really going to get very detailed here. So we're going to get into that in a second. So that is the merch web store. Now, if you guys are interested in a piece of merchandise, okay, send us a message. Let us know what it is you would like to see up there. Howie and I can go design something for you. Okay. If you'd like, I don't know, say if you want an RNN tote bag or an RNN notebook, which I think I might design an RNN notebook. I'm big on notebooks, and I have quite a few of them. So, and there's the zipper sweatshirt for those that can't pull the hood over, and the hooded sweatshirt. So let us know what you'd like to see, and I'll just go over there and I'll add it up there for you, and it's going to be a great place to be. You definitely want to check this out, and I wanted to start the show off with that. So here we go. So let's say hi to Michelle. Hello, Howie. Hello, Gail. The mind, subject close to my journey. Yes. We're really getting into details of the mind right now. Hello, Mr. Robert. Hello, Lois Clark. How are you guys doing today? So this is another way for you guys to actually help us out and get something awesome at the same time. So, and of course, we have Howie's brother also. Yes, I did. Robert Odell. I also saw Mr. Odell on here. So I'm going to ask you the weirdest question ever. Okay. This is a reason for this, and I'm going to confuse the heck out of you. Now, would you guys actually say that you are a single individual? Or do you think there's 2 parts of you? Is there 1 part or 2? Now, how many of you actually made this statement somewhere along the line in your past. You have made this statement. Then you'll understand what it is that I'm talking about here. Okay, this statement, I can't stand to live with myself anymore. Okay, I can't stand to live with myself. Wait a minute here. So if we are one individual and the I is an individual, myself is an individual, correct? Are you guys following me as so far? So we have I and myself. So if you're looking at this, there are two parts to you, two parts to your soul, two parts to your mind. Okay. Keep following me here. This is actually going to make sense if you continue. It's not a trick question. But yeah, some people could think it is a trick question, but we have I and myself. So there's two parts of you. More than one for sure. Right. The conscious and the subconscious. Exactly. Conscious and subconscious. That is perfect, Gail. Thank you so much. Now, what we need to do to move forward, I tell you guys all the time, got to stay positive, got to stay positive, got to stay positive. And everybody's like, yeah, right. How? Wait, what's my mind doing again? My mind is following my mouth, but it's not thinking before it actually puts stuff out there today. Hey, kiddo, crazy ogre, make me a turkey. I know, I got to make the turkey pie. So think about this for a minute. Now, when you're thinking, say if you're walking down a set of steps, okay, we'll do it this way. You're just walking down an ordinary set of steps. Now you're walking down the steps and this is your present. But in your mind is thinking, it's judging, it's comparing, it's complaining, it's dealing with likes and dislikes. Okay, likes and dislikes is what it is. This is what we are dealing with. If we understand this, can we understand this? We have our likes and our dislikes. So are you in your present right now? Are you dealing with walking down the steps? Or are you thinking but not presently watching? And this is what we call the watcher. We're dealing with the watcher of the mind is what we are actually dealing with right now. So this is why, oh my goodness. So this is why, oh my goodness, hold on. Thank you. Hold on a minute, guys. I have to block somebody. Okay. So this is why what it is that we're actually talking about. We need to become the watcher, not the thinker. So there's two parts of us. We need to watch what it is we're thinking. And I know that this sounds a little bit tricky because the issue and the reason why we have issues moving forward or letting go of things that are happening is because we are not in the present. We are not in the present. A part of us lives in the present. Not really, but we're still in the past. So when we're speaking with our past mind. When we're feeling with our mind from the past. Are we following here? Is anybody confused right now? Okay. Right. Is anybody confused and want me to elaborate a little bit more on that? Okay. So what it is that you're doing sometimes, us as individuals, when we speak, we're not speaking in the present. We're speaking in our past, in our mind, but we're not dealing with it. Okay. So good. So we're not dealing with some of our issues, some of the things that are happening because we're not watching. Are we reacting because this is how we feel now? Or are we automatically causing ourselves instant failure by thinking, oh, well, this happened in this situation, so it's going to happen right now? Okay, so we're getting into how to kind of reprogram yourself, to allow yourself that beauty of peace. Okay, so the mind, your mind actually receives the distant past in or imaging, but your past and your distant past is becoming your future because you are acting, reacting, feeling, comparing, and complaining and comparing things to your past. Okay, so what's happening? The I and myself, okay? The I, we'll say the I is the present, okay? And the myself, we'll say is the past. We'll split it up this way, okay? So this is what we're dealing with. We're dealing with the I and we're dealing with the myself. The I is your present, where you should be. Okay? The myself is the past. So let's take those stairs again for a minute. You're walking down the stairs. Now I'm going to ask you something. What color was around you? What did the stairway rail? Did it have a rail? Did it not have a rail? When it had a rail, what did it feel like? When you were in that and walking down those stairs, was there a color? Were they long stairs, tall stairs? Were there any smells? What is happening around you? Did you hear any music? Is there anything happening? A lot of times we as individuals get so lost in our own past that we can't live in the present. We can't seem to let that past go. Is can a word? No. We can. We just have to learn how. And by doing this, what we have to do is reprogram ourselves. We reprogram ourselves by watching how we're feeling, watching what we're thinking, watching if we're judging. And we're judging and thinking and feeling, and we have likes and dislikes all based on the past, not presently. This is this present. We're over here still in the past. Stay in the present. Hello, Miss Kelly Jean. This is what we need to do. Now, and this is the reason why I say if you imagine, and again, I took a lot of notes, so I'll be looking down to my notes here. Now, this is something that I've been really on this topic for like 2 weeks and loads of books and comparing it to my own life situations and things that I have done in order to help myself. And a lot of it does really make sense. It sounds very familiar. Now, if you imagine negativity or things going wrong and you worry, what's going to happen? What are we doing? Our mind is creating this effect. People say this in manifestation as well. I'm not able to manifest. I'm not able to push this forward. What are you creating? What energies are you creating around you? What is your mind doing? Are you clearing your mind enough to live here, to live now, to live in the present? This, I guess you could call this kind of another form of shadow work, so to speak. But it's more than that. It's allowing your mind to quiet. And by giving yourself that bliss, that moment of bliss to just be in the moment, that is one of the hardest things to do, but it can be done because you need to watch what you're thinking. Okay. You need to be the watcher in your own mind. Has anybody else ever heard that before? Becoming the watcher in your own mind. So by watching ourselves and our reactions, sooner or later, it's like facing a fear. When we face a fear and we face it again and again, it's no longer a fear, is it? Because we faced it. We've dealt with it. Same thing has to do with our memories. Our past creates who we are. Yes, but we don't have to live there anymore. Our minds don't have to be there. We're in a totally different situation. We are allowing ourselves to stop our progress, to stop ourselves from moving forwards, to stop enlightenment, to stop ourselves from opening up to so much that's around us because we get trapped in our own minds. This is what causes it. So then we have constant worry. We have the woulda, coulda, shouldas, and it's a difficult thing to see, a difficult thing to do, or is it? Okay. Now, let's take this just one more couple more steps and then we're going to work on it. So what I'm actually saying to you right now is the majority of us, including me, this is something I still strive and work on. We are seeing the world through our past eyes, not our present. Now, if we have dealt with everything that we've dealt with, and every place that we have been in our past has created who we are, so shouldn't we be here in the present and not here? When you are seeing things with your world, situations and things, things that, oh my goodness, today, back on, I'm sorry, another another block. So if we are actually seeing the world through our past eyes, we are still in that level of not learning, that level where we did not learn the situation. We are conditioned, and sometimes it actually is. Sometimes we are conditioned. So what it's actually called is this part of your past is either conditioned or inherited. What do I mean by that? Conditioning is a way that you process. You conditioned yourself to process things a certain way. Inherited, you've seen individuals, your brothers, your sisters, your relatives, your friends, you've seen them talk like this. You've seen them. So that's inherited, conditioned. These are things we've all dealt with, we've all grown with. So rather than allowing ourselves to continue on that lower level of the past, cycles are things. Yes, we continually need to look at things through here. Okay, this is our future. This is the present situation. If we learn to see things presently and not through the past, the world becomes brighter. You become less stressed. You become less worried. You become more actively involved in your present life. That's the trick. That's the part. You say, hi, people have asked, how can you be positive all the time? How can you say, oh my God, positivity, what's going on? You keep saying that, you can't do that. Yes, I can. Because I choose not to live back there. I don't live there anymore. I'm right here. I'm not even 5 seconds ago. I'm not 2 seconds ago. I am here right now in this moment. I am programming is a bitch to, yes, it is. The I am programming is a bitch to break. So think of it again. I can't live with myself. Two separates. Separate them. The I is your present. The myself is the past that you need to watch. That's what you need to watch. You're the watcher of your own mind. Don't feel what you're thinking. Just watch. Watch your reactions. Watch what happens. Allow yourself to be more present, because we've learned from our past situations. We've learned not to do it again. And sometimes, yeah, we'll break the habit. We'll repeat it because we didn't learn it enough. But if we watch it, why we did it, or why we thought we had to do it, or why we thought we had to react that way, act to react, conditioning, why these things were actually happening. That's what we need to look at. Watch it. Watch how you're feeling. Watch what you're saying. People say that. My mother used to say that to me. It was my mother and my mother. Please watch what you're saying. My mother used to say that to me all the time. And I never knew what she meant until now. Watch what you're saying. Right. Allow yourself some grace too. Exactly. So how many of you out there had a parent, a grandparent, or a relative, or anybody say to you, watch what you're saying? Did you understand what they meant by that statement? Watch what you are saying. Okay, this particular thing. Now, okay, you have, what we're going to do right now is you're going to learn by watching. Okay, the I, you're in the present, but you're watching what you're saying, how you're reacting. And what I mean by that, let's take, I'm trying to think of a situation. Something not too devastating. So let me see if I can come up with something. Give me a second. Let's see. All right. We're going to take a very small situation and try to, okay, we'll take this. All right. Okay. Say you were back in school. You were back in elementary school. And every time you went to read something out loud, you stuttered. Now, when you stuttered, people would laugh, make fun of you, you'd be embarrassed. What would happen? Over the years, you were conditioned to that. If you speak out, if you try to stand up around a crowd, if you try to say something to somebody, if you stutter, they're going to make fun. Better not do that. Better stay in the background. Better not say anything. I can't have an opinion. I can't do that. So what is this individual doing? This person is not watching what they're saying. Why? Because they're still in that past. They are seeing with their past eyes rather than acknowledging children are just children. Okay. I didn't learn this until about my mid-30s from a drunk at a bar. You never know where you are going to get the actual best advice. You really don't. So, and that was from Gail. And you never know where you're going to get the best advice. So this individual who could not speak, who wasn't allowed to have an opinion, who wasn't able to feel, it actually festered and grew. Rather than not being able to speak in crowds, being laughed at, the emotions started building into negative emotions within this individual. These negative emotions continue to fester. So every time now, if she tries to say something in a crowd, she's afraid she's going to get laughed at. So, okay, this could go one of two ways from an experience like this. One, they could shy away. Two, they could become a total psychopath and just like rant out at everybody because they don't want, they're going to attack them before they're attacked. That's what happens. But These two individuals, even though they're reacting differently to the same situation, are what? Seeing the present in their past. They're not seeing things presently. They are not actively, right now, they are not actively watching what they're saying. They are not the watcher in their own mind, in their own life. They are still allowing other people, other situations, our conditions, our judges, our complaints, our likes, our dislikes. They are still allowing all of this to affect our present situation, our present being, our present life. This is affecting us. The past is done, the future is unknown, and the current moment is something to cherish. Bingo! It's appreciated fully. Hence, this is the present. Exactly. Hello, Z Sun. So right now, think when you act or react, is it a conditioned response? Okay. So now we're going to look deeper into what we're thinking. If it's a conditioned response, where does that condition come from? How far back does it go? Are you still living in someone else's opinion, or are you actually living in your own? Which one is it? Are we actually allowing ourselves to live now? If we learned from our past, why are we still living there? Why are we allowing the mind to do this? Now, here's the thing. When we're seeing with our past eyes, you will notice a lot of times the majority of us, almost 99.9% of us, will only remember the negative. If they are going to speak and live in the present through a negative situation, then that's going to constantly come up. It's going to constantly affect how they are and what they do. And it affects us in ways. So who is the one that's hurting by seeing through their past? The individual. Fight or flight. Exactly. From time I can remember. Exactly. Fight or flight. And that's a conditioned response. Very good. Very, very good. That's a conditioned response. So what we do is now it's like we have that ability to free ourselves from that condition line, from those situations, from things that we have been through. We are not there anymore. We are here. We're in the present. But as I stated previously, when we react with eyes from the past rather than the ones from the present, we're still there. We are still conditioning our own response. So all the growth that we've done, all the situation, all the trials, all the things we've done haven't really sunk in, even if we've learned knowledge. If we're not able to utilize it, say in the case of the individual who still can't speak in public, that particular individual is not allowing their joy, their present joy of how far they've come to go through, because they have that conditioned response. They need to watch and understand where this is coming from. They really need to do that. Sorry, I'm enjoying my new one here. So this is the situations that we're actually talking about. All right. So what we need to do is listen. Okay, let me give you a bit of a situation. You go to the doctor, you say, oh my God, I'm hearing voices in my head. Guess what? Everybody has voices in their head. Everybody does. You have these little, the TV shows where they used to have the angel and the devil on the shoulder. Remember those? the angel and the devil, guess what? Those are voices in your head because you have this good side, bad side. Things happen. It happens. Thank you, Nikki. So listen to these voices. Listen and watch. First, we need to watch them. Find out where this is coming from. Now, we're taking this imaginary situation of this girl that wasn't able to speak in public. We'll say it's a girl because I don't care. Not able to speak in public, not able, afraid to actually voice her opinion, let her heart out, afraid to truly be her. Because why? Because her past is where her present eyes are. Her present eyes are not there. She's still seeing through her past eyes. What do I mean by that? She's seeing with her past eyes. She's thinking with her past eyes, but she's not watching. She's not watching the situation. She's not bringing it to bring her mind that peace, that beautiful oneness and peace and serenity. So you're able to feel, you're able to see, and you're able to live for the now. Some situations are a lot more tougher than others, but it can be done. Allow yourself, start off with small things. Why do I do this? Literally. Okay. And here is the hardest part of this. As you are doing this, what I want you guys to do is I want you to listen to what you're thinking impartially. Don't judge what you're thinking. Don't blame you. Don't blame another individual. Don't blame anybody. Just listen impartially. Don't judge what your mind is thinking. You have to be impartial. Okay, so we'll take this girl. Now, this girl, every time she thinks about getting a crowd, she gets upset. Okay, this one, she gets upset. She gets in tears. She can't do it. She has this knowledge. Then she goes home and she starts to go, oh my God, if these individuals would have just not done this, maybe I could have shared this knowledge. I worked so hard on this and I couldn't do it. I really should have done it. I don't know why I did it. But here's the thing. She's saying she doesn't know why she did it, why she couldn't do it. But she already said it. So she's not listening to herself. She is not paying attention. She's not watching her mind. Okay. The other half, the other individual, okay, the one that instead of gets that shy, teary, gets anger bound. Well, what do you think that individual would do? Not be nice and teary, but probably get up, cause a scene. You people are nuts. What's going on? Blah, 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 and all this other stuff. Okay. Start going on, blaming everybody. Walk away. You people are idiots. You people are this. You people are that. Why? Because that's how she felt in what? Her past eyes. She felt this in her past, in her eyes, in her past, in her mind. So she automatically became the individuals from her past in order to block everybody else from doing anything. She's, well, if that's the way they were, that's how I'm going to be. But this individual as well needs to watch what they're thinking. Okay, watch it. Have no impartial. See if you can pinpoint when that started. If you can't remember, when did it start? Watch it. Have no emotion for this at all. Don't allow the emotion or the judging to come through. This is totally neutral. This is neutral territory. When we are looking into situations in order to stop them affecting our present, so we can see the world more clearly in the now, we need to remove the emotions, the judgment. We need to be impartial. We need to stay in neutral zone. The neutral zone. Oh my God, I feel like I'm watching a TV show right now. Okay, so here's the thing. When Okay, like I said, I took a lot of notes here. When you listen to your thoughts, you are aware of not only the thought, but also of yourself as a witness of your thought. Did we understand that one? Okay, that's the thing. That took me a couple times to read before I was like, oh yeah. So that's what it is. When we are there, let's just take that again. Let's break that down a little bit. All right. When you listen to your thoughts, you're becoming aware. Correct? We are thoughts. We're listening to ourselves and we're becoming more aware. Okay, of not only our thoughts, but also of ourselves. That's why I did that. That's why I do this. Okay, you know why, but that's still the past. Correct? So if we witness it and we watch it, we're able to face it. It's like facing a fear, is what it is. Watching your thoughts with no emotion, right in the neutral zone. God, what is that? Star Trek? Oh my God, my nerd's showing. Star Trek in the neutral zone. Don't allow anything else to come forward. I'll just keep that neutrality. Just allow it to be. Watch it, see it, but don't relive it. That's the hard part. That's the trick. Do not relive. That's why we need to be neutral. That's why we need to be impartial when we're watching. Don't get upset again about, okay, this particular individual is, not a good thing. And, if that, okay, what are we doing? We're judging. Some people always do, this was me, me, your fault. Others will blame everybody else. But I think at this point, what we're talking about is it's kind of irrelevant. No tech gno, not the inner nerd, low kingdom. I know. Shh. Okay. I'm actually a geek and a nerd, and I love Star Wars and Star Trek and all this other fun stuff. So, and yes, I still watch cartoons. All right. So, this is the thing. Neutral. Stay neutral. Try not to, and it'll be hard the first couple times it actually comes up. If it's something that has been there for a while, it does take us a couple times to understand this. Understand our reactions and not allowing ourselves to live in the now. There you go. Way to go, Robert. Be in the now. Let it go. That's the past. This is now. If we constantly live back there, we might not see something beautiful that's right in front of us. And a lot of times that happens. Okay? Here's another situation. You could constantly live in the past. Okay? We'll take individuals that it's like, oh my God, I don't think I'm ever going to find the right person. Stop looking. First, look within yourselves. When you stop looking for the right person and you start looking at who you are, your brightness, your shine, the beauty within yourself that you allow to come out through the beauty of living in the present and seeing the world through those eyes that are right here, right now, they just show up. They do. They just show up. So that girl, the one that had the issues, she goes, and the angry one can't get past the anger yet. So the one that was a little shy decided to watch her thoughts first. Watch what she is feeling. Watching everything, being the witness of her own mind. She was able to separate the I and myself. And she allowed the myself, which is the past, to go away. She shined. She was able to speak in crowds. She was able to be in the present moment. She was able to inspire many more to be able to get through things, to be able to have that particular opportunity to be able to move forward, to just live now, enjoy it, and allow that light and that beauty and everything that you have inside you, let it shine. Okay? Let it shine. Let that love that you have in you, let it become contagious. That happiness, make it contagious. That's then. This is now. Live and allow yourself to come forward now. Now, as you do this, as you're watching, your mindset, your thoughts actually have less power over you. Hello, Kasan. Your thoughts will have less power over you. The power that they did have is how you act and react in certain situations. Even though you have grown, you've done things, you are able to, you've moved forward successfully. You're not there anymore, you're here. So what are you? What did you lose by doing that? Anxiety. You've lost depression. You've lost stress. Why? Because you're in the present moment. When we're not conditioned and we allow ourselves to see the world now through the present, the amount of stress that just goes is the depression and the anxiety, it just leaves. Because we've taught ourselves to be the witness in our own mind. We've allowed ourselves to uncondition how we are acting, how we are reacting. Okay, let's see. We got from Robert here. I have had a similar happen when I go out in the wheelchair and I have kids stare at me. I could yell at them and be stupid, but no, I simply smile and tell them what had happened by having too much sweet stuff. I had to let go of my legs. See, that's perfect right there, Robert, because what it is you're taking your experiences living in the present and actually helping many people by sharing that. You could have saved somebody else's lip. You could have saved somebody else from not becoming that diabetic just by the experiences you've had. So your experiences don't control you. You don't live in that thought. You live in the now, which is the best place to be. That was an awesome example. All right, let's see if I can pull this up. I really, really, really wanted to show this to you guys. Give me a second. Let's see. Go to a page. Give me a second there, guys. I wanted this. Give me a sec. Let's see if I can pull this up. I probably can. All right, so hold on. No, hold on. Ah, there it is. Ha ha! Okay. What we're looking at right now, guys, is the RNN store. Hopefully you guys can see this right now. So yes, you can. This is an awesome situation. So I'm going to just do this for a minute and then we'll get back. And if anybody has any questions, please feel free to type up. Right now on this website, we have this awesome puzzle here. And again, this is the traveler puzzle. So, and it does come in a tin container. All of these items that we do have here is a really cool thing. And again, some of it, again, goes towards the costs, and others, it's just a wonderful situation. You can see right here, this is the zip front sweatshirt. And it does come in 3 different colors. So this, take a look at these products. These are really cute products. I mean, good quality. And this is the hoodie, the pullover, and this comes in a multitude of colors and sizes as well. So I did want to show you guys that this awesome store. And again, there'll be a lot more merchandise up and running. And this is desk mats. So if you're looking for a nice desk mat and you want to support RNN, this is awesome right here. Beautiful desk mat, little puzzles for those that do collect those. There'll be other merchandise as well. And of course, the t-shirts. And the t-shirts do come in a variety of colors here. And I shared this link, and you can always get there by the website. You can go directly over to the website. Just look at the little picture of the t-shirt, and underneath you're going to see merch. Go right over to that. You're going to see that, and it's going to be yes. So that's a pretty awesome thing. So you get yourself, in other words, you get to support the network and you get something you like. And again, like I said earlier in the show, if you guys would like something else, say if hey, I'd like you to look into a notebook, I'm pretty sure I can design a notebook. I can design a bag that you carry. I have tons of bags for tons of stuff, for all kinds of situations and things like that. So these are all things that I'll be looking into. So if there's something in particular that you would like, definitely take a look. It's worth it. And figure it's a win-win. You guys get something that helps us out at the same time. So now, here's, and again, the situation that Robert was talking about, using your experiences, but not living in the past. That's exactly what he's doing when he is talking about that particular thing. And stop sharing. Okay, so when he's talking about that, that's an awesome thing to do. Laser etched crystal ball. I wonder if I could find something like that. Oh, I wonder if they got little mini flashlights or something. See, Robert, now I'm going to look at that. Okay, I'm going to look at that stuff now, see what we can do. Hey, you never know. Maybe instead of a bat light, we can get an RNN light. Rift Nation Network, come to the rescue! So tonight, this is just a portion. I mean, literally, this is probably not even an entire chapter of things that I actually have been looking into. So these things that we talk about, or I talk about on the Friday show, is here to help you better yourself. Hat, pins, and buttons. Ooh. Okay, shoes. Maybe slippers. I'll have to look into hats and maybe slippers. Small backpack. Oh, that's a good one too. I'll look into those. Okay, guys, let me make the list for you here, and I'll take it. I'll look at this. All right, so we got to look at hats. Okay, and then we're gonna look at bottoms. You mean like pants? Where's everyone else? Is there another channel? Oh, everybody's over on Facebook today. Bags. Everybody's on Facebook right now, honey. Bags. Let's see what else we got. Backpacks. I'll look into all of these and see if I can get something up on the website and take a design of that. Shoes or slippers or something. They do have loungewear as well that I can look into. They do carry certain things. So this will be, why not? I mean, we could just put it up on the website. It's an easy particular type of site to do. So I really do enjoy that. All right, guys. So literally I'm really hoping you enjoyed this. This actually came from a couple of books that I was reading, and I really enjoyed it. If you did miss the show, please go back. Take a look at it. See if you can get that understanding of what it is that the concept we were talking about tonight. And that is being the watcher of your own mind. And remember, I can't live with myself. I can't live with myself. So what are there? I is in the present. Myself is the past that keeps coming forward. When you watch and you become the watcher of your mind, in the neutral zone, be the watcher in your mind, and allow these situations and things to go forward. and see and live with your present eyes, not your past eyes, life really is a lot more calmer and beautiful. And believe it or not, you're able to get a lot more done because I've noticed that as well. Half price for me for. Oh my God, you're a character, Robin. I swear. I didn't think about that until I read it. I'm saying, oh, that's why. I know, I know. So does anybody have any questions about what it is that we're talking about? I got my list of stuff to look into. Yeah, I like the backpack idea. And the bags. Doesn't that make a third individual if you're watching both sides? Ah, God, I'll tell you. It's being able to be, and again, the watcher in your own mind. What you're doing is you're allowing yourself to do this. So, this was actually came from a book. There's a series an individual has written, and some of what he talks about actually makes a lot of sense when you think about it. And he puts it in terms that are more easy, accessible to everybody than I would put it. Most people say, dude, get over it, and that's not really what it is. So if you're interested in this particular type, I recommend, I'm a big person on books. I recommend The Power of Now. It's a very enlightening book. When you read it, it really does open you out and allows you to see and think of things in a certain way. And again, the way that it's actually written, it's a pretty enlightening book. It's one of the educational books I read versus the sci-fi horror women beats up all the men books. My women's are always heroes. So, guess what's coming on Tuesday, guys? It'll be the first readings, but after me on Tuesday is, of course, The Freaks. So I be there. You got to be there early because I am on a time limit now on Tuesdays because there is a show after me for readings. So I will be banging out the readings on Tuesday night. And I'm really, really hoping you guys did enjoy tonight's show. And I don't know. I'll see what else we can what we can come up with. So, and in Buddhism, this practice is called, oh my goodness, see if I can read that. Sorry, I don't have on my reading glasses. Is called oh my God, Satipatthana. Satipatina. I don't know. I'm gonna post it. So I guess in Buddha, and he does mention the power of now in the book. And I really, the reason I like this particular book is it doesn't take this religion, that religion. He does mention Buddha as well. And he does talk about a bunch of different things. So it was a really interesting book. So we'll take a look at that. But don't forget, Tuesday, guys, 8 o'clock Eastern time. I'm doing readings. So if you want a reading, you're going to have to come on and make sure that you're on early. I will not be able to help anybody that's later because, as I said, freaking awesome paranormal's after me. And of course, you get to see Ryan and Rhonda, which is awesome. And don't forget, we have, let's see, what do we have? Saturday, I'm not sure if this is the on or off yet, but don't forget the Ryan Effect is on Sunday. And I have to say peace, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And follow the Rift Nation Network. And I did put the link to it. And again, if you missed the link, go over to the RNN page on Facebook. You can click the link right there. I will put the link in YouTube probably within the next couple of days. You'll be able to click the link before our shows in order to be able to get to the merch store or the website. It's not on the mobile app yet, but it will get there. So I want to say peace, guys, and definitely excited to be back. So bye.